Hello, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Esther, and today we'll be drafting a basic bodice block pattern that will actually fit. The measurement you need is on the screen. Now that you've gotten the measurement, assuming, and the things you'll be needing is your craft paper, your tape measure, your curve ruler, your stretch ruler, your scissors for cutting the pattern, and of course your marker. Please make sure you have your calculator so that you calculate your measurements. Here I'm going to mark a shoulder line, just a straight line, just to have a reference point that's my shoulder line. I'm going to go ahead and label it shoulder line. Having done that, I'm going to put in my measurement shoulder to bust point, from shoulder to waist measurement plus half an inch. Then from the waist to the hip is 8 inches for standard, but you can always check yours and mark. Then of course your garment length, whatever you're making. I'm going to extend this measurement across the paper since I'll be drafting the front and the back bodice block on this paper simultaneously. I'm labeling it. First, have your shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is what I'm marking here. And the neck width for standard for an average woman is 3 inches. And I'm using 3 inches deep too. You can always modify this neck. Then the shoulder slope for the front is 1.5 inches. It's different from that of the back, and you're going to see that shortly. I'm scaling according to measurements. Then to the back now, I'm going to go ahead and have my shoulder measurement. Then the shoulder slope for the back is 1 inch for the back. Then the neck width is 3 inches by 1 inch. That's 1 inch deep. I'm going to scale according to measurement. At this point, just square the line across. The formula I normally use in calculating my armhole is my bust measurement divided by 6, and I'll add 1.5 inches to that, to whatever I have. Bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. And that automatically land me at my chest line. I'm just going to confirm my shoulder line before I mark this point. Okay, after confirming, I'm going to take a ruler and rule the square line. Now, my bust measurement divided by 4. I'm going to add half an inch for ease, and I'm marking it at that shoulder line. Then the waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches. 1 inch is for the dart and half an inch is for ease. So I'm going to do that for both the front and the back. Whatever measurement I have on the front, I'm transferring it to the back. Then for the hip, I'm dividing the hip measurement by 4 and adding half an inch for ease. Don't forget the bust measurement. I marked it along the chest line just to complete. Is what I'll use in forming the armhole, and I'm scaling the other parts according to measurements. I'm going to use a curve ruler to curve the edges since we don't have a straight edge. Having done that, let's go to the armhole. Half of this armhole line divided by 2, the armhole line divided by 2. I'm going to mark for the front. For the front, you go in by 3/4 inch as the armhole line divided by 2. Yes, half of that armhole line. I'm just going to place a mark there for the back, and we are not going in by any inches for the back armhole. I'm going to go ahead and connect the point. Just mark where you have the half there. I'm going to go ahead and label it so that we won't be confused which one is the front and which one is the back. Now, for the waist dart, you take your apex measurement, that's your nipple to nipple, divide by 2, and mark it across from the bust line, the waist line, and then the hip line. Then, to form the dart, from that your apex measurement, take 1/2 inch on both sides. Do same for the back pattern. Repeat the steps you've done for the front pattern on the back pattern. Take 1/2 inch on both sides. Remember, you added 1 extra inch on the waist area. Then the 2 inches upward, 1 inch down from the bust point. Then for the back, you have 1 inch above the bust line, then 1 inch above the hip line. The front was 2 inch above the hip line, while the back is 1 inch above the hip line. So you can slow things down at this point because you can replay it if you don't understand. And please, on the comment section, feel free to ask any question you like. I am just going ahead to, connect the points to form my waist dart. Having done this, I'm going to go ahead and curve my necklines. Obviously, I didn't do that before proceeding to the side dart that can aid us when we are drafting our princess cut. The side dart is always 2 inches from the arm sky. Place a mark there and 1 inch before the bust point. It stops 1 inch before the bust point. So you can just make a straight line, then find your 1 inch before your bust point, make a mark. Then take 1/2 inches on each side, 1/2 inch on each side, both sides, then connect to form your side dart. At this point, you are done with drafting. So if you're going to use this pattern to just make a straight dress, you're just going to extend your hip measurement, whatever measurement you have on your hip, you extend it down. That's for a straight dress. Then for the back piece, if you are using a zipper, you add your zipper allowance. But please, this bodice that we just finished drafting has no sewing allowance. Please endeavor to add your sewing allowance on it, or while you're cutting your material, so that it won't be too tight for you. The half an inch that we added is just for ease, so that your garment won't be extra tight. But it doesn't mean you can reshape it, but after the measurement, it was just for ease. Please, at this point, we are done with our basic bodice block, or should I say dress block, a basic dress block. Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because we will be using this block to draft most of our garments and stabilize. See you in my next tutorial. Thank you for watching.